IMMX. We had this one on the watch list this morning. Gapped up in after hours yesterday. Had a bit of a volatile pre-market, but closer to that 265 range. Ultimately looking kind of weak in pre-market. As you can kind of see, descending price action. I mean, any kind of big move up is just immediately followed by a retracement, mostly below VWAP. Volume slowly declining throughout the pre-market. We do see a hold of the 2.4 level, and then just kind of a little bit of a grind, not necessarily a huge breakout, but pop up over VWAP. Again, kind of testing that 265 price level. As you can see, as time goes on, RSI is decreasing. Volume is also decreasing, and this consolidation breakdown is likely. As you see a reclaim of VWAP immediately. However, again, with the volume decreasing, RSI decreasing, the breakdown is more likely, and you get that just kind of stair steps down to this, 2-3 level roughly, and kind of almost just consolidates there for the rest of the day. If we look at the daily, it had a bit of an uptrend with the last week roughly, and we kind of are almost reclaiming that. I mean, we had an uptrend and then a little bit of downtrend breaking SMA, and now we've just kind of come back up to the SMA. SMA is roughly 237. That's kind of where you see this price action kind of lead to towards the end of the day. Bigger volume today as opposed to the past couple of days. It has, you'd almost say it's a little bit of price indecision here, just because of, you have just kind of a big high and big low closing in the middle. Price rejection on both sides, just holding that like 235, 240 level right near the SMA. Bigger volume, so I mean, we probably in these after hours kind of squeezed out some shorts, and that's probably where most of this big move came from. I believe there was some just regular news, or actually, no, I don't think it was. I think it was just technical breakout and squeezing some shorts, and that's where you kind of see this big move up from below 2, roughly the 1.8, all the way up to like the 2.6, and then the rest is just kind of more so intraday trading, just based off levels. Because I mean that 2.6 is probably more so like the risk off level over the past couple of days. I mean, in terms of where it goes tomorrow, I think we're going to probably revert to more of ATR trades. Previously ATR was like 20-25 cents. I think it might revert to that and just kind of now consolidate near this SMA. All right, let's look at RPTX. Again, this one was on the watch list this morning, gapping up on some news. You can see the pre-market, not much volume, but just kind of slowly grinding up, holding VWAP. Has been a bit of a downtrend and just kind of sideways consolidation around almost $9 recently on the daily. So a little bit potential to have, possibly squeeze some shorts. Maybe that's what you kind of see here on the open. Pretty volatile though, overall. You can see some decent volume coming in, but nothing crazy. And then just kind of grinding up towards $12. You get there. RSI is decreasing, but you had some good volume on the breakout. Is it going to hold this $12? If you see a couple of minutes later, volume decreasing, RSI decreasing, breakdown more likely. It does, coming back to VWAP. And then just kind of slowly grinds the rest of the day. Really till almost like a breakout later in the day, probably over this 1280 range. If we look at the 5 minutes a little more clear. We were tested the 280 or the 1280 rather earlier. fails, kind of consolidates, but comes back. You got people probably risking off this level for this short of this false, or it was a breakup, but necessarily not necessarily a false breakup, but just not a continued breakout. Hits this resistant, falls back, people risk off, holds VWAP, comes back, breaks it, and you squeeze some of these shorts from this earlier entry. Makes it move all the way up to 3.7, but then comes back down and consolidates. Right now we're holding VWAP. You know, might see a little bit of just a slow grind uptrend tomorrow. If it can continue to hold this 12 and hold VWAP. And I think right now this kind of 1235 has just become a level of support. So if it can hold that, possibly another slow grind, I mean, it's really going to need to break almost a 3.7 for a squeeze. Otherwise, just kind of a slow grind. I mean, it had positive news today. Big RVAL today. So we'll see if there's a continuation play tomorrow. I mean, if it can't hold this, you might kind of get a breakdown and maybe, I don't know, maybe the $12, you get a stop, a little consolidation there. Otherwise, maybe $11.50.